Welcome back to another daily problem breakdown. Let's get right into it. Today we are tackling Leetcode problem 2812, find the safest path in a grid. Before we dive in, a really quick reminder. If you get confused at any point during this explanation, drop a question in the comments below. I check them regularly and will do my best to help you out. Here is the problem description. It looks like a classic grid traversal problem with a twist, so let's break down exactly what they are asking for visually. We are given a grid that represents a city. Every cell with a 1 is a thief, and every 0 is an empty space. Our goal is to navigate from the very top left corner of the city all the way down to the bottom right corner, but we want to stay as safe as possible. Every single spot on the grid has a safeness factor. This is just its distance to the closest thief. We measure this using Manhattan distance. That just means we count the steps up, down, left, or right, no moving diagonally. Now, when we choose a path to the exit, the safeness of that whole path is determined by its weakest link. It's whatever the lowest safeness factor was along our journey. Our ultimate objective is to look at all possible paths we could take and pick the one that keeps us the furthest away from thieves overall. We want to maximize that minimum safeness. To solve this, the very first thing we have to do is figure out the safeness factor for every single cell in the grid. We can't pick a safe path if we don't know where the danger is. To do this efficiently, we use a technique called multi-source breadth-first search. Imagine dropping multiple stones into a pond at the same time and watching the ripples spread outwards. We start by finding every single thief in the grid. We know their safeness is 0, because they are the thieves. We put all of their locations into a queue to start our search. Then, we process the queue layer by layer. For every location, we look at its neighbors. If we haven't visited a neighbor yet, its distance from a thief is just the current distance plus 1. Once that breadth-first search finishes, we have a complete map. Every cell now holds a number representing exactly how far away the closest thief is. Now we move to approach 1, which combines our breadth-first search with binary search. We need to find the best path. Instead of trying every path, what if we just guess a target safeness score and see if a path exists that meets it? We can use binary search to guess our answers. The lowest possible answer is 0, and the highest is roughly the size of the grid. For whatever number we guess, we run a standard breadth-first search from the start to the end. But the rule is, we are only allowed to step on cells that have a safeness score equal to or higher than our guess. If our search reaches the end, great, our guess was valid, but maybe we can do better, so we search higher. If we get stuck and can't reach the end, our guess was too greedy, so we search lower. Here is the first part of the Python code for this approach. First, we do the multi-source breadth-first search to fill the grid with distances. Then we set up our binary search. And here are the helper functions. The bottom one is where we actually check if a path exists for our current guess using a standard breadth-first search. This binary search method works great, but it feels a little repetitive. We are running a full grid traversal over and over again to test different guesses. This brings us to approach 2. Instead of guessing the answer, we can greedily build the absolute best path from the start to the end in one go. To do this, we use a priority queue, specifically a Max-Heap. This allows us to keep track of all the paths we are exploring, and always take our next step from the safest possible cell we've found so far. The process is similar to before. We start at the top left. But instead of a regular queue, we put our neighboring steps into the priority queue. Then, we always pop the cell with the highest safeness score to explore next, continuing until we hit the end. As we move forward, we have to remember the rules. The safeness of our path is the lowest value we've seen on that path. So when moving to a new cell, our new path score is the minimum of our current path score and the new cell's score. Here is the first half of the greedy approach. Notice that calculating the safeness factor using the multi-source breadth-first search is exactly the same as the first approach. And here is the greedy part. We use Python's built-in heap queue module. By pushing negative numbers, it acts as a max heap, bringing the safest paths to the front of the line automatically. Looking at the performance, both approaches actually have the same time complexity. It takes order n squared log n time, where n is the length of one side of the grid. The space complexity is order n squared because we need to store information for every single cell in our queues, and to track if we've visited them. Before we finish, what about edge cases? What if there is a thief right on the starting square or the ending square? Our algorithms actually handle this naturally. The initial map building step will give those spots a safeness of 0. And because any path must pass through them, the final answer will correctly be 0. Here are a couple key takeaways. First, whenever you need to find the shortest distance from multiple starting points at once, A multi-source breadth-first search is your best friend. Second, finding a path that maximizes a minimum value is a classic pattern that usually calls for binary search or a priority queue. Just a quick note before we look at the other languages. As you can probably tell, this channel is voiced by AI. I built this system to generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself study, and I share them here in case they help you too. I have been tweaking the format of these videos a bit to make them faster and more visual. Please let me know in the comments if you prefer this style or if you have any feedback. I don't run ads or take sponsorships, so if you find these guides helpful and want to support the channel, you can buy me a boba at the link on screen. As promised, here are the full solutions for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and typing these out, you can grab the code directly from my website at the link in the description. Here is the greedy approach implemented in Java. And here is the same logic written in C++. Finally, here is the solution in JavaScript using a priority queue. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily problem as soon as it comes out so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.